What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again. These Tennessee fans just won't stop. I know they didn't think I was going to let them off the hook and not talk about this. But anyway, they still making excuse after excuse after excuse, but not about the losses they took this season at the hands of those Florida Gators and my Alabama Crimson Tide. They making excuses for a loss, a beatdown, a daggone annihilation at the hands of the South Carolina Gamecocks, in which South Carolina put up 63 points on them. That's what they making excuses about. Somehow they done got intertwined into this Michigan signal stealing. Okay, it came out that a guy attended a Tennessee and Kentucky game last season, sat where he could see the Tennessee sidelines and say he was stealing their signals. Lord, who needs to steal Tennessee signal? I understand that they had the most high-powered offense in all of college football last season, but why would you steal Tennessee's signal? Okay, why? Everybody know Tennessee was not going to no damn playoffs. Everybody knew that, except for Tennessee fans. And now Michigan stole their signals and gave them to Shane Beamer in South Carolina to keep them from going to the playoff. You know, that's the only reason they didn't make the playoff. Oh, their signals got stolen. Man, come on, man. It is absolutely crazy. But anyway, it's an article on AZ Sports, and I'm going to read you part of it, not all of it. But let me go ahead and get into it, and I'll give you my thoughts, after I read it. On Thursday night, Sports Illustrated Ross Dillinger reported that Michigan analyst Connor Stalions, the main figure in the Wolverine sign-stealing scandal, bought a ticket to the Tennessee home game against Kentucky last season. Stalions transferred that ticket to someone who sat in the seat facing the Vols sideline. The assumption is that Stalions bought the ticket so Michigan could decode Tennessee's sideline signals in case the Wolverines played the Vols in the college football playoff later in the season. Just in case they make the playoff. Hell, Michigan didn't even know if they was going to make the playoff at that time. Come on, man. Anyway, here's where the conspiracy come in. Some fans have speculated that Michigan was worried about Tennessee, a team which had, at that point, looked unstoppable. So they gave the signals, offensive and defensive signals, to South Carolina after the Vols lost to Georgia in an effort to keep Tennessee out the playoff. Bullshit. Anyway, it sounds good, right? And theoretically, it could be possible. The story is already outlandish, so why not add another layer? And the writer for this story, who is the writer? Let me see. Zach Reagan. That's the writer. He says, but I'm not buying it. For starters, it's an insult to South Carolina players. On that night, the Gamecocks simply played better than Tennessee. The tape shows that South Carolina played harder and smarter. They had an excellent and creative game plan, and the Vols just weren't ready to play. Plus, we now know that playing on the road is a major issue for Tennessee that they still have yet to overcome. And you are correct. They haven't overcame that issue yet because they went to Death Valley again this season and got their ass towed off. And they came to Tuscaloosa again and got their ass towed off. Two places they haven't won in 20 years. What a shame. But anyway, keep it moving. And it's not like the Vols' offense was terrible that night. They scored 38 points. And I'm not sure how helpful the defensive signals would have been. South Carolina dictated the way the game was played. They weren't reacting to Tennessee's defense, which was seemingly on its heels all night. So while this conspiracy is fun to think about, it's almost certainly not what happened that night. The likely truth as it's been since that night in Columbia, is that Tennessee simply looked past South Carolina in anticipation of a playoff berth. Oh well, it is what it is. And just because Shane Beamer, I guess he got in trouble and had to pay a fine in 2016 for accepting information from a Wake Forest assistant in 2014 about plays that Wake Forest might run against Virginia Tech that season. So, hey, it is what it is. If somebody come to me and offer me some signals, yeah, I'm going to take them. Hell, I didn't steal them. But anyway, Mr. Tennessee man, give it up. Give it up. Like I said, y'all scored 38 points on South Carolina that night. You know, if look at Michigan's scores. If Michigan is stealing signs, these are the scores I think South Carolina would have held y'all to. Michigan out here, like I say, if they is stealing signals, all right, Michigan opponents, first game, they had Eastern Carolina first game. They only scored 3 points. Second game, September 9th, UNLV, 7 points. Bowling Green, 6 points. Rutgers, 7 points. Nebraska, 7 points. Minnesota, 10 points. Indiana, 7 points. Michigan State, 0. So if South Carolina would have had y'all signals, you think they'd allowed y'all to score 38 points? Hell no. And if Michigan got to steal signals from these programs, which is less than them, these programs are way below Michigan standard, all right, for as talent and competing on the field. So if Michigan, Jim Harbaugh, or whoever stealing signals from these programs, they sorry as hell too. Just putting it out there. But anyway, Tennessee, you wasn't never going to the damn playoffs. Give it up. Shane Beamer, those Gamecocks just beat your ass. That's all it is. Y'all couldn't stop them that night. They played better than y'all. All right? So ain't no excuses. Just like you was making excuses about the rain when daggone Georgia beat you. Shit, Georgia played in the rain too. Then you want to blame it on issues in the locker room. You lost to Florida this season. You want to blame the refs. You lost to Alabama. You want to blame the refs. You just can't come out and say, hey, they got the best of us. We lost the game. Let's move on. Why is it every damn loss y'all got excuses? Excuses. It ain't even in this. It ain't even the dang on refs. Well, maybe you were making blaming the refs then, but they beat you by 25 points. They put up 63 points on you. Why your excuse wasn't your defense? And then here it is a whole year later, just because some shit came out about Michigan, they stealing daggone signals. Y'all don't want to put y'all damn selves in it. Maybe y'all did put yourselves in it, but you fans believe in this shit. Don't y'all know everything on the internet is not true? And I don't believe that you know, South Carolina had to steal your damn signals. I watched that whole game. Y'all just got outplayed. That's all it is. You got outplayed against Georgia last season. You got outplayed against Alabama this season. You got outplayed against Florida this season. We got outplayed against Texas, but y'all got outplayed by Florida this season. All right, and guess what? You're going to get outplayed by Georgia this season, and you'll probably get outplayed by Missouri this season. That's just the way football is. It don't have to be, this, they shouldn't have did this, or this should have been called. Oh, they stole our signals last year. Man, that damn game like 11 months ago. And even if they did, what they going to do? What are they going to do? Give y'all the win? If everybody look at it as is, South Carolina won it on the field, not Tennessee. Hell, they can forfeit the damn win, but it still don't go to y'all because you got your ass whooped. How about Josh Heupel prepare y'all better? How about that? How about that? So, Tennessee, you are not playoff material. No. You are not championship material. Playoffs, championships don't equal Tennessee. I can tell you that right now. You ain't won the East in 20 years. Well, about 20, finna be 25 years. You ain't won the SEC in 25 years. You ain't won a national championship in 25 years. So give it up. Give it up. So at least you got 1998. But try winning something in this century. That's all I'm saying. Try winning something in this century. Then you can talk. But hey, it is what it is. Just stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Okay? Please. And get what? Tomorrow, I hope Kentucky beat your ass. Roll damn tide.